Time to go to work. My name is Joe Schmidt, and this is my first year teaching English 9 at Berrien Springs High School. We're now in our 5th week of teaching at home due to the coronavirus outbreak in the United States. All right, bye kids, I'm going to work.
What about your coffee?
It's gonna taste great. Be good.
Bye! Bye!
Teaching English, it can be tough, especially to freshmen. You gotta make them read and write and wanna make them do the work. That's why you bring in the master teacher. These students are doing great. They're turning their work in on time. They're loving every lecture. It's perfect. That's why it's so important that I show up to work on time every day at 8. I'll have a list of emails miles long you wouldn't even believe. Within 5 seconds of turning on the computer, I'll have 5 or 6 video conference requests from these students who are dying to learn English. It's early. Am I the Michael Jordan of teaching? Yeah, I think I am. So, do you guys have any questions for how the week's going to work or how the projects are going? The Monday memo is something I started during week 3 of this learning at home period. And what it does is it tells the students what assignments we have for this week and how they need to be turned in with the due dates. It's something that I post to their Schoology accounts for the class, their English 9 class during their hour. I also send it to them in an email and I send it to their parents. I still get a ton of questions asking me what's going on in the class.
So I'm a little confused. Like, what are we supposed to be doing right now?
So, Michael, that's a fair question. You need to read the Monday memo that I sent you, okay? You need to check your email. It's really important. This week, you have to do 2 reading journals, okay? And, Michael, you paying attention?
Oh,
Okay.
I
You
was
do
gonna read
2 reading journals. The 2 types of assignments that the students have this week are pretty simple. First, they have 2 reading logs that they have to send to me by Wednesday and Friday. Each one asks them to read about 30 minutes and then tell me what happened in the story and pull out a couple interesting quotes that meant something to them. That's focused reading. They're going to use that skill for the rest of their lives. The other project that we're finishing was one we started before the learning at home occurred. It's called Shark Tank, based off of the show. And what they're doing is they're choosing something about an amazing school system that they're in to try to improve. Not that it's bad, just try to improve it. And they're making their pitch to me, the shark. Your group is going to schedule a Shark Tank presentation, or you're going to do the individual option. Okay? Got it?
Okay, Shark Tank or other option.
Yeah, that's perfect. Good job.
What if we can't get in touch with our group?
Now, because of the hard times that we're in right now, I've given the groups the option. If they're able to communicate and still want to do a video conference for their pitch, we can set that up through Zoom or Google Hangouts. It's going to be fantastic. But if it's too hard to get all that stuff around, being the understanding teacher that I am, they can do an individual persuasive letter addressed to me, the shark, and they can communicate their sales pitch in that way. That way we're still covering the clarity and the persuasive techniques and rhetoric that we've been working with in the class. I think it's going to be a great situation for the students. But if they have questions, they need to contact me through email or request a Google Hangout. That's fair. That's a good question. That's why we did the individual option available there. And some groups are having a hard time keeping in touch. So that's why you have the individual option, and that's listed on Schoology too.
Okay.
So How is this being graded?
Well, that's that, Michael. That's again in the Monday memo. Please check that. The rubrics on Schoology with the assignment, so you'll get to see exactly what standard you're getting graded on, and how you get each grade. So it's right there. You can find it and read it. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then how do we schedule a group presentation?
All you got to do is email me. Not all three of you, but one of you in your group. Just send me an email, and
Okay.
I'll respond, and we'll pick a time. My office hours are from 8 to 10 in the morning, but if that doesn't work, we'll make it work and we'll find a time.
Okay.
When it comes to like grades and everything, what happens if I don't do anything? Like, what's the least that I have to do?
Let me break this down to you. If you don't do the work, I can't give you the credit. That's a brave question, Michael. I guess, the governor said you got to participate. So if you want to pass the class for second semester, you have to do the work.
Oh,
Okay. You there, Mike?
oh, sorry.
You there? Yeah. Okay. You got to pay attention. You got to do the work. You got to contact your group. And if you can't talk to your group, you got to, do that written individual assignment. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You going to do it?
50-50.
One of the coolest things that I've seen during this stay-at-home experience are all the alive cams that are out there from zoos and aquariums so that students and kids can see the animals without being able to go to the zoo. I thought to myself, I need to do my part. So I started my own alive cam with our aquarium here at home. It's gotten a few hits so far, and a couple of the zoos and like SeaWorld, they've offered to pay me for this service because it's so incredible. But I say to myself, I went into education to help the students learn, not for the money. Being a teacher and a dad can be tough, especially during times like this. But the opportunity to spend all this extra time with my kids is irreplaceable, and these memories are going to stick with me for the rest of my life.
I want candy. No! No! No!
I miss going to school.